We cater to you. Let me cater to you. Let me cater to you. I wanna let you know, girl, that you know that I am what you do. So let me reassure you, my love will be purpose without you. If I want it, I'm gonna ask you. Flying to be better, challenge me for the better. What do you let me cater to you?
Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming to the channel. Make it make sense, because Lord knows I don't know how a man think he can put his hands on someone he don't even know in real life. But they said he got arrested, y'all, and that was good. They needed to throw that nigga up under the jailhouse and then 12 feet. Okay? So we wouldn't have to worry about him anymore in today's society. I don't even see how his wife could stay with him, to tell you the truth. Now, of course, all of this is speculation, but we did see him grab the woman's neck, and he could have like damaged some nerves in her neck while he was grabbing her like that, or he could have choked her. He could have crushed her windpipe. But this joker, just because somebody is definitely making an ass out themselves, allegedly, and you're getting frustrated with them or whatnot, you say you got security. Why the security people didn't get her before she even came up close to you towards the pool pit? Okay, so I don't know. A lot of people are saying, or I'm hearing some people say it was a staged event just to drum up more press for him, because as we could see on that particular Sunday, it wasn't hardly nobody in there. So I'm like, how is he making his money? How is he afforded to wear all these suits, drive Rolls Royces, and live in $250,000 home? Okay, this is physical contact. You see, that was just like evil in him. And I'm like, a woman can get you that out of pocket where you have to go put your hands on them? I'm like, Lord have mercy. If your wife didn't do what you asked her to do, I guess you'll go upside her head, slam her head down, choke her halfway senseless, and then be ready for her to cook you some dinner. Okay? I'm like, I hope he did get arrested, because I can't see nothing else. And they should bar it, just like chain up his church, and just send him on back to prison where he originally had came from. Yes, he's an ex-con turned preacher man. All right, but let's get into what the New York Post had put out on this Igga. Okay, Tina Moore and Amanda Woods, they double teamed this story to get pushed to the forefront and to be a salacious story where it hits all the social media waves. Okay, they titled their article "Flashy New York City Bishop Lamor Whitehead cuffed like go after clash with woman at service." Okay, flashy Brooklyn Bishop Lamor Whitehead, who was famously robbed of more than $1 million in jewelry, was cuffed by cops and then released Sunday after a scuffle with a woman during a live stream service. Now, my thing is, if she pressed charges, why was he let out? Was he let out with a bond hearing, meaning he had to pay X amount of dollars to get out, and then he still need to go back to church? I mean, Lord, not a church. Go back to the jailhouse to get sentenced. What do we got going on here? Okay, because we already see his foolishness, fuckery, fraudulent, and fakery activity going on. He's not a man of God. Clearly, anybody can see that. And whoever finds their way up in his church, I don't understand, because that's a den of demonic persons. And he on the floor. They're just looking all kind of stupid. Like, don't send him past go, send him straight to jail. Okay? Because he's allegedly been scamming folks as well, doing real estate stuff that he does. But anyway, going back to the article, it said Whitehead was preaching on the stage of the Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries on Ransom Avenue near Avenue D in Connery just before 11:30 a.m. Sunday when two women interrupted the service. He later said in a Facebook live stream, which shows video from the service, shows the clergyman wearing a blue and white patent suit as he stood on stage, repeatedly booming, "Let's give Jesus a round of applause," before adding, "While they take pictures and they want to be with social media. He was apparently referring to the two women in the audience, which he shouldn't have been paying attention to them anyway. If you're speaking the Lord's word, you go on and speak the Lord's word. But see, all that chaos up in there, wasn't no spirit flowing around now of good intentions. You could tell, I can tell you that. But anyway, it says he was talking to the women saying they want to take pictures for social media, meaning they wanted to be famous, trying to upset him. And, he probably knew already, had pre-planned what he was going to do to her or to them if they approached the front part of the church. But going back to the article, it said he was apparently referring to two women in the audience, including one who suddenly entered the frame and walked right in front of him, seeming to point her fingers in a different direction. Police say the woman, who they identified as 47-year-old Tarsha Howard, has been recording the service and approached Whitehead in an antagonizing manner. Whitehead quickly grabbed the woman and pushed her out of the frame. The video shows. Go over here. He can be heard saying off camera, grab her, grab her. Amen, he declared. You're not going to come in my space. I feel threatened. Well, I don't understand why you feel threatened, because she really didn't get that close to you. It's like you lunged at her and tried to knock the living daylights out of that woman. Okay? But anyway, it says both Whitehead and Howard were initially taken into custody and brought to the 69th precinct, while Howard was charged with trespass and disrupting a religious service. Whitehead, who police said restrained the arrested woman, was let go, cops said. The second woman, who allegedly interrupted the service, remains at large, the clergyman said. Whitehead, who serves time in prison for identity theft and grand larceny, was previously robbed during a live stream service in July, with the crooks making off with more than an estimated $1 million in jewelry in the caught on camera caper. The luxury-loving clergyman, who rides around in vehicles such as a Rolls-Royce, has fought back against critics who blame his lavish lifestyle for attracting criminals. The pastor, who wore 2 blinged-out watches and 1 ring with a large stone during Sunday service, said he was simply protecting his family by fighting back. I think he said the same shit when he was saying the cops had came in. Not the cops, but the robbers had came in and was pointing a gun at his less than 1-year-old child and the mother. Okay, he always got to be saying something, but none of this shit is caught on camera, as we can see. Okay, it's like some parts are, and the parts that really matter aren't. Going back to the article, it says, I'm going to protect my family, he said in the Facebook live stream hours after the incident. No one is going to come at my family, and no one is going to hurt my family ever again. The media has painted a picture of me being a villain, which I'm not, Whitehead said. He referred to the incident as a design and attack of the enemy, adding that they're not going to make my church uncomfortable to worship. Well, from the looks of it, sir, it don't look like you had many people. They all can be counted on one hand, okay? Going back to the article, it said he claimed that the two women were sent by some bloggers who he declined to name because they're nobodies. Whitehead recently filed 20 million lawsuits against a YouTuber named Jives, who has more than 80,000 subscribers, and another one online personality, Larry Reed. Lord have mercy. Both men publicly claimed Whitehead was a scammer, among other things, leading the plaintiff to lose business deals, church members, and income, the suits say. Jives, whose full name is Demario Q. Jives, claimed on his YouTube channel last month that Whitehead is wearing the same jewelry that he got robbed in back in July, according to court papers filed in Kings County Court on Friday. Jives also allegedly accused Whitehead of drug dealing and collaborating with the with the Bloods and the Crips. Whitehead has denied the claims and called the men allegations all false, defamatory, and slanderous, according to his lawsuits. After his release on Sunday, the pastor said the NYPD failed me for arresting him in the first place. I'm like, bruh, did you not see? You already looking a fool when it came to that robbery, and you sitting up there like that, okay? Then you're going to turn around, actually put your hands on a female, which is the lesser strength of the human race, and try to probably force her or push her down on the floor. Who knows what the crazy pastor was thinking? He was going to be trying to save his wife or protect his family. You should be protecting your church family as well. But I guess you don't care too much of a care about that situation at all. You could give two fucks about them. You just don't want your daughters or your wife not messed with. Because like I said, the lady from our perspective was just walking up there mainly over talking you. And you should have had security there, which you say you do have, but we couldn't see them. The only thing we saw was that freeze, and like Satan was coming out of you, some demon was coming out of you or something. Oh my gosh. But anyway, after his release on Sunday, he said the NYPD had failed him. No, they properly arrested you because you had an assault on that woman, okay? They would have never done it to a rabbi. They would have never done it to a priest. Whitehead said, but because of the color of my skin, they arrested me. Not only did they arrest me, but when they put me in a police car, they injured my wrist. Oh, Lord. Now he going to sue the NYPD. Okay, wait on that, sir. Wait on that. See if any money comes to your hands. But anyway, it says, however, when they got me to the precinct, they put me in a cell. And then after that, I was told the higher-ups, once they found out who was there, they came in and started to do some research. And all of the charges were dropped on me. But if you don't get to arrest me for no reason. Evidently, the man must be soft in the head or he a little slow. Did you not see your hands go to the lady physical body and attaches itself? Did you not see that? Anything your security people should have been doing it, not you. But you want to be all hands on. And then you're going to like, oh, well, the powers that be, they know me. And they found I was in jail. They came and got me out. They're going to mess around if there was truth. They're going to be up on some charges, okay? But anyway, because they're going to be like, you got them in your pocket. I mean, you pay them off for this, that, and the third. So whenever you get in some bad light or you have to get arrested for whatever reason, they're going to come bail you out because they owe you. Is that what we're saying? Is that what we're saying here? Because that's what it sounds like and looks like to me. But the ending of the story, it said, Whitehead is set to hold a press conference about the incident outside the 69th precinct at noon on Monday. So, of course, Monday has come and gone. There was nothing on the airways about this man and his foolishness that's going on. And he cannot believe that Christ or anybody of the Trinity is going to be hanging up with him in that church of his, okay? The hands that man built, not God built. And he's totally disrespecting himself, the male genders, and he's supposed to be a man out of cloth. Totally disrespectful, totally unacceptable, and he should just go back to jail and spend the rest of his life there. It's what I feel about him. Because anytime you put your hands on somebody, that's a fight right there. She could have been defending herself if she would have went upside your head, or y'all would have been wrestling on the floor. And how big she was, it's like she could have gotten you. She could have gotten you, okay? The only thing you could do is probably grab her braided hair and try to do some work that way. But it just shows me, if you get upset to a certain degree, you're going to jump. Do you do that on your wife as well? Or do you do that on your children? Honey, it gives one a sense to pause and think about that. But I can't make no sense out of this. This is bullshit. This is like, he's a dumbass, pretty much. And y'all know I like saying dumbass and bullshit. And he's got that all sold up. Well, I don't even have to say it. I'm just showing you the pictures. What y'all think about that, fam? The man need to go to jail, to prison. They needs to be revoked. I mean, isn't he on a thing where he can't offend too much out in public, or he have to come back to jail? I mean, isn't he on a warning or probation or something to that degree? Child, please, he didn't take that cross off. Only person he's worshiping is demonic and Satan. Okay, that's all I got. I ain't got no more. Y'all put y'all thoughts in the comment section, and we'll continue to talk about this on another video. Okay, see you later, and don't forget to subscribe and share my video, and like, of course. Bye bye.